I've sold over millions pieces, diapers and pads, and it's just like a drop in the ocean. Everything I'm making is... They're taking. Like
the demand is that big, eh?
The demand is big. And guess what? My biggest number of clients are men.
Really?
There's a clip. It was aired by NTV actually. Now, this girl puts sand in a cavera, in a polythene bag, creates holes, gets a cloth, wraps the other sand, puts around the cavera and puts it down. I was shocked to find out that they will get a hole and dig it and sit on it so that the blood keeps dripping into the hole. This blood has no control. You don't know if it's coming after 2 minutes or 3 minutes. You stay there. You cover with salt. When you feel it's going to come, you run, create a hole, and you sit on it. You can never produce anything in UIRI which is below the standard. They can't allow you. It can't exit the gate. They can't even allow you inside UIRI.
Wow.
Not everything is by the book. There is another interesting story, and this beat my understanding. Some girls choose to be pregnant. Choose to get pregnant so that they don't have to go through bleeding for the next 9 months. How does that make sense? Because as soon as the baby's out of your body, you're bleeding. Even worse. I've even had people in Kenya contact me, which also exposed me to bigger platforms like the African Union. I was picked to represent Uganda under women and youth financial inclusion. I wouldn't have gotten such big platforms or being recognized if I...
Thank you for coming on the show, Tania. I'm very excited to have you here. For those who do not know you, please introduce yourself and tell us what you do.
First of all, thank you for this amazing opportunity, hosting me on your show. It means a lot to me. For those who don't know me, I'm called Tania Racheal Naijuka, and I do manufacture reusable sanitary pads and baby diapers. Yeah.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing it so for 5 years. I started, let's say maybe 4 years. This is the 5th year. Mm-hmm. During COVID, that's when I started building up this idea of getting these products onto the market. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How do you actually make these?
There are 3 particular fabrics that you need, and unfortunately, we don't have those fabrics in Uganda. The closest place you can find these, 2 of these fabrics is in Nairobi, and it is so ridiculously expensive. So we bring them in from China. Okay. You see, this is a cotton collar. It is like a towel fabric. It's the absorbent. And then this top fabric is wool, is waterproof. That's why it can't leak. And then this is cotton fleece. This type of cotton is very soft on the body and does not react at all. To make these products, there are specific materials that you have to use so that the baby does not get burnt by the acids from their, of course, so. So how do we do it? This is how we sketch, make it out, and the absorbent is inserted inside. You know, the baby's skin keeps feeling the cotton fleece, the softer fabric. Yes. And then we have very multiple buttons. For one reason, to save money, you buy it once and you're able to use it for a long period of time. Okay. These buttons enable you to make this diaper very small. You see, it was longer, now it's small. Yes. Adjust to fit the size of your baby, even if it's a new newborn. Wow. Can make it. You can make it this small. Wow. And you can make it this big.
So basically, the kid from newborn up to what age can fit in this diaper?
Like even, it's sometimes according to the baby's size. But up to 1.5 years, some babies are very healthy.
True.
And you find that we need to purchase a bigger size.
True.
Yeah. Actually, initially I thought I was going to maintain only one size and just adjust. But then I realized there are some people who aren't thinking of like children with special needs who are much older.
Yes.
So I started customizing and creating the bigger ones that can also fit those other children.
The part that is reusable is the one that is inserted on the inside. So first open here. Let me see. First open this here. Let me ask. So you have the baby, and the baby is here, right?
Yeah.
And they did number 1 or number 2,
And
right?
Yeah.
So which part am I going to? Of course, I remove this and I wash both and then put back both.
Yeah. The whole of it is reusable because there's nothing you're going to throw away, and there's no way the baby is going to soil it. And you just remove the absorbent. The cotton fleece would have gotten soiled as well. So you get the whole of it, wash it. Another advantage with those particular fabrics is because you do not need to use strong detergent. Our basic washing soap can clean it perfectly well.
This is quite intriguing, actually. Congratulations. I'm both surprised and impressed. And I think what is standing out for me is like it's convertible for different age groups. You can make it small, newborn, you can make it big. That's actually quite intriguing for me. When I saw these buttons, I had a question on, why don't you have that Velcro thing that they usually have on diapers? But the rationale is there. I get it. Before, when I was growing up, we didn't have diapers. We had nappies.
We all both wore nappies.
We had nappies, right? And nappies would, you would wash it and all that. There was an issue of staining. The nappies would stain after a long, use. How does this work out?
Now, this is totally different. The fabric that we used to have for nappies was rough.
Yes.
It was the rough cotton polar. It wasn't this towel soft fabric. If you touch it, you can see there's a difference between the actual towels that we use and that towel fabric. And they're all categorized as towel fabrics. So the other one was more rough, if you could remember very well.
Yes.
Now that one is softer, so it cannot easily get stained like the other one that we used to have.
For me, as a dad, not as a mom, but as a dad or as a man, I would be concerned that if the baby has diarrhea, for example, and it goes in and stains, how am I sure that the inside is okay to be able to reuse what is there? Now,
this part, when something is like white, that's why we specifically use white color, because it's a color that can easily show dirt. When you wash it, and you don't rinse it very well, and you hang it, there will be stains.
Yes.
That's why we use color white, for you to be able to identify the stains. But when it is very well washed, even in the last rinsing bucket or whatever round, you will be able to see that this is very clean. There is we use 3 layers inside of this absorbent before we sieve it off, and there is no way you can fail to see if it's clean or not.
True.
I don't know if I've explained it best for you to understand.
Okay, let me ask a different way. Have you had feedback from clients who have bought, who have complained, or you've not had feedback related to that question?
I have not had feedback related to this question, because
you would have had it?
Yes, I would have had it. I think your question is tending to go more to the side of an infection, if the baby has a diarrhea.
Yes.
Oh, I get you now. Because of the actual washing, like actually it's better this than even washing machine, because here you're washing them by yourself, you're rinsing them, you're hanging them under the sun. And then remember, the baby does not get in direct contact with this.
Yes.
It has a waterproof, it has this other layer on top. Honestly, I haven't had any issue with that. And I think because of the type of the soft fabric that we use.
And the quality.
We haven't had any issues.
I like that. Is this machine, if I put it in my washing machine, it's machine washable?
Yeah, it is machine washable as well.
It's okay?
Yeah.
Wow.
It is machine washable.
What kind of feedback do you hear from clients when they have used this? What do they say?
Actually, every client, this is one I don't even market so much. This product markets itself.
Wow.
Mothers have always wanted products that are safe for their kids.
Yes.
And sometimes the kids react to offshore products. Have you bought like a disposable diaper, and when the baby removes it, you notice there's kind of crystal rings that remain on their bodies?
Yes.
And that also applies to pads. Now, you don't know what that is. You don't know what that is. Now, if it's a girl, you don't know if they have entered her body or not. So now women are more careful. They want products that they are very sure of that won't affect the kids. Especially the fact that this is just natural, it's not even perfumated. You buy products and they have perfumes. Why are you putting perfumes in products that going to cover places that do not need any of that? So most of this product markets itself. Actually, the challenge that we have is that sometimes you have more orders for diapers. They take longer time than pads to make them. The sketching, the elastic pads, you know, they take much time. We have more orders of pads. I mean diapers coming through. A client comes once and wants to bless like children with special needs. When you have stock, everything is just cleaned out.
Wow.
And you have to assemble another team to do the whole sketching for diapers. Yeah.
So how long does this last?
How long does it last? We give 1.5 years. Why? The type of material, like this waterproof, it's really quite expensive. This waterproof material is long lasting. It's long lasting. And that is another trick why we had to even put these many eyelets.
Because
so that it makes financial sense to whoever purchases it.
Yes.
You don't purchase it and you're like, but next week or the other week. And guess what? My biggest number of clients are men.
Really? How come?
How come? Because they got to realize there is a solution out there which helps them, first of all, save money. They do not want to be somewhere having a good time and a message comes through.
Pass by the supermarket, yes.
Pass by the supermarket.
It is urgent.
It's urgent.
Yes.
So most men come and they just buy 10 at once. Yes. So I wanted it, first of all, to make financial sense for whoever purchases it as one way of competitive advantage on the market.
Of course. Yes.
Yeah. So it can last up to 2 years, really.
Have you had, I'm sorry for cutting short, have you had clients who bought this thing over this period and come back and tell you they're still using it? Or how do you come up with this 1.5 year time?
I've used it on my kids. First of all, I have Irish twins. That's where the whole
idea came from.
When I got 2 kids back to back. And I'm here having 2 babies. And it was just so expensive to buy the disposable product. Then I kept wondering, if I find it quite expensive on my side, how about those that actually cannot afford this product? That's the reason why I actually came up with this product. I got Irish twins during COVID, and no work, no business is running.
True.
You're just looking at each other,
True.
draining every cent in the account to run the family. So that's when I was like, if I can find it a bit stretchy on my side, how about those other people? How about those girls there? The numbers of girls they're announcing every day on TV.
Yes.
Who have gotten pregnant. How about them? So that's how I picked interest, started researching about disposable products, the fabrics that you use. I realized in Uganda, it was one lady was doing this strictly for
Export. Wow.
Strictly for export. And then I'm like, who is filling this gap on our local market? Because those are the people that need these products. That's then how I picked up the interest.
Wow. I'm quite impressed. And shocked as well. And let me ask a question. From observing that there is a gap in the market to picking up the interest, how do you actually start the process? If it seems a bit removed from what I would imagine, right? Thinking of a reusable diaper and actually implementing it, how did you do that?
How did I do that? I think this applies to every aspect in our lives. Just being dedicated. I was like, this product, how do I get it? I had to read about it online. Then I got to look for suppliers of these fabrics. They first sent samples to me.
The ones from Nairobi?
No, from China.
Okay.
So they first sent samples to me. They have different samples. Then I went and looked at the sketches online. I was literally always on my laptop. After checking out the sketches, I'm like, where do I start from? Who's going to help me pull out the first sample? Then I go to Chiembe. Yes,
Our Chiembe here.
Chiembe, that is the street for every hustler in this town. If you haven't gone to Chiembe, there's something you're not doing right. So, jokes aside, so I went to Chiembe. I told my friend, a lady who has always tailored my things, I'm like, can you pull this off? Like, this is a sketch. This is what I'm reading online. Can you pull it off? You think we can make it? He says we can make it. We can try and make it. We didn't have a machine that does the layering of these eyelids. It was so okay. We first made our sample. We saw they're like, it's ugly. Let's make another one. Then you try to make another one. You find the way she has cut it. This part should be inside, is the one outside, the one is outside. So then we don't have the overlock machine. Then I was like, wait a minute. Who told me about UIRI? A friend of mine. No, I go to tell my friend, I'm like, I have this idea. There's something I want to pull off, but I'm failing to pull it off. Then I also don't know how I will maintain the production if it ever catches.
Yes.
Will I be going to Chiembe all the time?
Yes.
Now, this is a product that people want to find in a clean, safe place.
Yes.
It's about hygiene. You have to have good standards. I can't get UNBS.
True certification.
And I'm operating from Chiembe.
Yes.
So she told me, you come and visit Uganda Industry Research Institute and you see if you can work out a partnership. My first time I go to Uganda Research Institute, I am telling this gentleman, they're like, I reach at the reception, who do you want someone to talk to? I have this idea. And they refer me to some gentleman. And what do you want to do? I tell him I have an idea. I want to make reusable baby diapers. So this was my first product before even I went to pads. Okay. It's like, okay, where do you get the fabrics? I tell him, I think I'll be shipping them in from China. I didn't even know about unit costs. Nothing. Me, I just wanted the product out. When I see it like this, then we shall work backwards. Then that's how I was sent to the textile department. And they guided me. They guided me. I didn't know that there was a government entity
That does this.
that can actually give opportunities to us who haven't built empires.
Wow.
Because where would I start from anyway if I didn't have like UIRI supporting me?
Right. I'm sorry for interjecting. Had you gone with your sample from Chiembe or?
Yes. They needed to understand the product. Because I would be like, remember the nappies?
Yes.
These are the ones which are nice without
Modern.
safety pins. And they were like, what are you talking about? This is what I'm talking about, but let's make it perfect. So UIRI introduced me to their textile engineers. Now we corrected the actual fabric. The sample I had the wrong fabric because I didn't know the exact fabric that I need to use for these products. So their textile engineer, Engineer Solomon, who is like my supervisor, and Osbat were like, no, to make these products, you need these particular fabrics. You need wool, you need polar, you need fleece. Okay, good. Now then I went to China.
You went?
Yeah.
Okay.
I went to China. UIRI has like a million types of fabric, but they didn't have these ones because no one was doing these products. So they were able to guide me on the particular fabrics that I need. Then had a sample of one, I think the cotton fleece. I went with it to China. And I would always be in touch with a textile engineer saying, this is what I go, this is what I go. Because you also don't want to ship in a lot of fabric.
Yes.
You reach out and they're telling you stories.
Yes.
Until when they're like, yeah, that's the correct fabric, and came here, assembled the team. They trained the team because you can just see it looks like something very easy. It's not easy when you sit on the machine.
True.
So UIRI team got me ladies, and they were like, they took them under training until we were able to get onto the market.
You said you started this around COVID time.
Yes, I started with the whole research of it, the COVID time.
But going to China was after the lockdown was lifted.
After that. And it's also a whole process. By the time you accepted in UIRI, it's not like you're going this month and the next month you're accepted.
True.
It takes time. You have to make applications, detail what you're going to do. Then also look for money. Because you're not going to China empty-handed.
True.
So yeah, it took me some time.
And the material that you brought back from China was the one that would do it. The people here, Solomon and the other ones, guided you to be able.
Yeah.
Now, when you come here and you have the ladies who are helping you, how do you move from there to actually bringing a product, testing it before bringing it on the market?
Now, how do I do? After making the product, the textile engineer gets it. You should visit us. Takes it, they put it into heating machines to see how it reacts to the heat. They use machines like microscopes to see something like thread count or what. You can never produce anything in UIRI which is below the standard. They can't allow you. It can't exit the gate. They can't even allow you inside UIRI.
Wow.
Not everything is by the book. And being the government entity, and you're dealing in anything that has to do like health.
Yes.
Food is even worse.
Yes.
Everything is by the book. So I had to hand over the products to the textile engineers, take them to the labs, check, and they're like, oh, we are good.
Wow.
Now, how do you market your product to the market? Yeah.
That's how you started with your own babies.
That's how, my shoots, I used my children. I had to try them on my children first because I was watching them. I was able to notice some things.
Okay.
I was able to notice like some kids who have bigger appetite because, like, my last child has a bigger appetite. His diaper would get full faster than the older one. Then I would realize when they make it wet, they become slightly uncomfortable. Those are experiences I needed to have
Yes.
before putting the product out. So literally, I used my children as the test
guinea pigs.
guinea pigs.
Yes.
Yeah, guinea pigs. Yeah. So I got to understand that. Then I'm also going to understand that when they soil it, the process of washing it, if you soak it, how long it takes to dry.
Yes.
Now, this fabric to dry, even you don't need the sun, under wind it dries, and I didn't know that.
But from your own testing, you are able to see.
I used my
observation.
children. I
Yes.
used my children. Even the first photo shoot that I did for this product, I used my children.
You need to pay them.
They did shares.
You need to pay them.
In my house, I was cutting every single cost because you're just getting to the market. You don't know how people are going to receive it. You have to convince people that there's stigma around reusable product. I had to use my children as benefits.
And then from there to the market.
From there to the market, I used social media.
You said they sell themselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
They sell themselves. So what I do, I opened my social media accounts, and then I started making a lot of noise. Noise. No one is going to make noise for you. No one's going to make noise for you.
True.
Who's going to do it?
True.
And then when you're starting, you're not going to afford billboards.
True.
Like, wake up.
True.
It won't even make financial sense.
True.
But you're starting up, you won't afford newspapers.
True.
So the only power you have is being able to load MBs on your phone.
Yeah.
Use your phone to take pictures, create social media accounts. Now spread your gospel there.
Wow.
So I opened social media accounts. You should have seen my photo shoot at home.
I hope you did not delete them from your social media. Did you?
No. They're still there.
Okay.
So what I did, I got a very huge white bed sheet and created a studio.
Wow.
Good. My white bed sheet. Got the kids. I'm like, today we are going to manage this hustle together.
Yes.
Wear diapers.
Yes.
They went there. I had Abby, my camera person, whom I've had like for over 10 years from Storyline. He said he came and took pictures. I'm like, okay, if we can cover their fat parts, because it's only the boobs, what else they're wearing diapers.
Yes.
I don't want them to grow up in future and so
Yes.
That's what we do then. He took their pictures, and those are the pictures that I first put on social media. Kept making noise. People, please, let's get this product. It's good, it's safe, it's cost effective, it's good for the environment.
Did you believe people would buy?
It was a gamble. Life is a
After
gamble.
all this investment, it was a gamble?
It's
Or did you have a hunch?
It was the drive that I will push this. If they don't buy, I'll keep pushing until they get to buy. But I was convinced that someone will understand. When if it's a product that first of all saves money, no one will say no to it. If it's a product that does not bring harm to the kid, it is safe. No one is going to say no to it. And then it's good for the environment. I'm not going to have issues with NEMA, saying, yeah, you have a product that is destroying our soil.
True.
So I was like, I'm going to leverage on those three.
And you saw that it works?
It works. I had my children. I used my children.
Yes.
So there was nothing you're going to tell me that this product doesn't work. Because once you got the product in the house, the kids were using it. We never had to buy it.
Let me first stop you before you even continue on the first sale coming in. During this time, your own family, friends, those who know you, seeing you making all this noise and doing this thing, what are they saying? What are they putting in your ears at that point?
Thank God I never got any negative feedback. I even never imagined in the beginning that I would be in this business, especially now with diapers and pads.
True.
I had gone back to school, upgraded my CV.
Right.
I had done my 2 masters in oil and gas. Oil and gas was trending so much then, and I was seeing myself as the corporate girl.
Yes.
Now, COVID is here, I am pregnant, babies are born, no corporate dream. Books are there, no corporate dream. So I think my relatives and friends were like, oh, fine. And I got depressed along the way because I did not achieve that dream.
True.
Kids came through and that dream didn't work out. So I was depressed. I think my friends and relatives were finally happy that she's busy. She's focused onto something. It's not about self-blame. It's not about this is what I've chosen to do in life and what I prior planned to do.
True.
So they came through and supported. Most of our friends just said, let me try your product on my kids and whatever, and they supported. Family came through, families up to now, they give recommendations in Rotary, which I need to join.
For this, one of the reasons is this.
They give recommendations, like Rotary has really supported me. So family accepted it and received it well.
That is nice. Okay, let's go back. So now you're pushing on social media and you're making noise. I like that term, making noise. The first sale, how does that come?
The first sale came from my family. There's a friend of mine called Lynette. She was like, hey, those things you've been making noise.
Do they work?
First bring here. So I take to her, then Rachel, I literally remember my first 2 clients. Then Rachel, they buy them. And then another thing were just DMs on social media, people that I would not know. And they're like, please deliver from me here, deliver from me here, deliver from me here. That's how it kept increasing until I was able to get a merchant code. You see baby steps. You can't do everything at once. That's how I was like, oh, and now I need to manage my finances so that this money that comes through don't go into tomatoes.
Yes.
Now I get organized, I get merchant code, and I'd prior registered my company, of course, then now start organizing myself financially. And then also now try pushing for the manufacturing license so that at least I'm tax exempted. The disposable pads are not taxed at all, but these ones, which are reusable, are taxed because you're using fabric. So you need to prove to the authorities that the fabric you brought is not for making masati.
Yes.
It's not for making vests.
True.
It's for strictly pad. So that also takes time. It also took time, and I was now paying ridiculous taxes.
True.
But anyway, you learn on job.
Yes.
Yeah.
So before I get to the reusable pads, let's come to today at the manufacturing part that you're talking about. Talk to me about your process right now in making these things.
Process. There are particular 3 fabrics that you bring, and you have them. We usually do 10 meters per 10 meters. You measure 10 meters per 10 meters, and then we sketch. There is a rough sketch that we have based on the size of the diapers that we're going to make. And then we have a high process cutting machine. Maybe I'll show it to you. And then we have them cut. Like that machine can cut even 20 meters. It helps save time. Then you have them cut using that machine, and the ladies sit. They start stitching. They first do the upper part, and then they layer the eyelets. We have an automatic eyelet machine. Let me tell you the story about the eyelet machine. Initially, we had the manual one, and the manual one, to press the button, you needed
a lot of force.
To use a lot of force. And now some of my employees, like, they are teenage mothers, And I have a soft spot for a teenage mother. You walk into my station, you're a teenage mother, you stay around where you're getting.
You might work.
You will work. You will go through training. I would pay for that training.
Wow.
I have a soft spot for them because these are people who are trying to better themselves.
Yes.
So now the girls could not press the machine because it would affect the stomach. And as I go to Yambi, I would hire some guys from school, Chiembe, some gentlemen. The girls would first make the sketching and they cut and they put it together. Then I call the gentleman from Chiembe. I'm like, come and
So
help
their
with
job
the
is to come and
because
place.
it needs
Yes,
energy and takes a lot of time. You find like in a day they've worked like on 50 pieces. And of course that's an extra cost because you hired someone from outside. Then there's extra cost because you have to feed them. Extra cost, transport. And it was not making financial sense. Along the way, God blessed us and we were able to get the automated one. And then they layer the buttons. There are particular buttons that go in the automated eyelet machine. You will look at the buttons and they will look like the same. But no, they're not the same. And those are things you learn.
On the job.
Because I had bought buttons. I'm like, buttons are buttons.
And I like this type.
I'm like, hey, buttons are buttons. They are just round. They are white. I bought packets of buttons. Bring in the machine. Different size. I'm like, what do you mean? They look like the same. Then you get to notice these holes are different. I had to order for more buttons for that particular machine. And then they do the buttoning. We have it sealed, put in we tag it, we brand it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We have these brands. Then we put it in a special bag, which I did not bring, but you don't sell them like this.
Right.
They're in bags. Yeah.
Tell me about your staff size. I know you have the permanent and the ones who come when you need, like Surge Force. What are we working with?
Let's talk 6 girls on the machines. Admin, I have 2, those are 8, I'm 9. And then we helped cut 10, 11, 12. But we have capacity of having even 50 people sit on the machine. It's just the order coming through and we're able to task UIRI to get me the people that can sit on those machines.
Okay.
People who are already trained.
But the machines are available?
Yeah, they are available.
Okay. Tell me, what makes these diapers particularly different from other reusable diapers or other reusable pads that are actually on the market?
First of all, the feedback I get from the clients, the reviews, from the people who've used them, they tell me the kids do not react. They are clean. And then, of course, like I said earlier, you save money. And then, Chilala, another reason is you're supporting a Ugandan entrepreneur. You can come and see where we make them from. It's not like a product that is just brought to you and you have no connection or knowledge of where it comes from. If you want to see how we make them, you can come to our production line. We show you from the beginning, if you have time, until the end. So it helps build confidence in someone who's going to purchase them.
Yes. Have you had collaborations with some agencies? I know you mentioned UIRI and government body, but other NGOs or organizations who want to support you? How is that?
Should I call them collaborations or clients who have come to purchase?
Okay.
I've been blessed by organizations like Crown Privileges. They bought diapers and pads and blessed women in Kampala district. I've had NGOs, many NGOs. I've had Rotary. I have had these young, like individuals, even you. If you want to celebrate your birthday and bless a couple of people, you come. And we even have a special arrangement. We customize the branding.
Oh, really?
We've had politicians who want to go back into their homes and bless the girls. So,
like during campaigns?
During campaigns.
Okay.
Even right now, we welcome them.
Okay.
Whoever is interested in fighting menstrual poverty in your region, please come to me. I'll
Yes.
help you.
So you put the branding of the MP or the organization on the diaper itself?
Yeah, because remember it's in the other special packaging.
Yes.
In the bag.
Yes.
So after that, we get the message a person wants to bring out. Can be if it's a politician organization, the organization, most of them choose their logos and taglines. And then that's what we put on top. So when the product is going out, it's not going out as Tania's. Yes, my brand is there.
Yes.
But it's going out for brand visibility.
Yes.
As a product being purchased by that company.
Do they tell you why they came to you as opposed to maybe a different company?
I think they never tell me that, but like I had said earlier, my other person who does them, they're strictly for export. Now me, I'm the one who's fitting into this market gap. And they come to me because they know the capacity of production that I have. And the fact that they can drive there and come and see the progress of production.
Yes.
If I tell a client I need, this production is going to take me a week, and then maybe power gets off, and we delay to have power, or a machine gets faulty, I'm able to tell them, you can come to my place, you see what we've done. And they're just asking maybe request for an extra day or two and have that resolved. So if people come to me because there is confidence.
Yes.
There's a bit of confidence. If we can go there and see what they're doing and they know the capacity of the production that I also have.
Tell me about the reusable sanitary pads.
Now, taking this product into the market. After manufacturing, now I had like some 200 pieces. I'm like, let me first look for a community that actually needs these products. I take them, and then I see how they will receive them or get feedback. I realized, as like, let me go to Busoga region, since it's not doing well economically, and so I went to Tiamba village. I've forgotten it. I sent a team. We were able to get involved the leaders there. We collaborated with the health center, and they're like, oh, please organize for us. We want to come and bless women and give them the products. Now, when we went to that village with my team, first we knew we were going to give them the product, teach them how to use it, how to wash it, and we had also bought extra things like flour, soap, to bless mothers who have saved time instead of going home to cook to be with us. Now, that day, when I took this product, we visited a lady that were trying to find out what she has been using. They brought me babies who were burnt. It was an ugly thing. Wow. Babies who were burnt because they had used vitenge to tie them. Now, tie and dye with susu, the acidic combination would burn the children. And then she was like, now even if you can get us, you can also get for us pads. I'm like, what? Pads? We also use these vitenge to pad ourselves. That day, when I was seated in the car returning to Kampala, I knew 100% that I was going to make pads. Because this woman whom I had taken a diaper to and trying to teach her how to use it and everything, was telling me, I wish you could bring us pads. It wasn't now about the children.
True.
It was about them. And this was an elder, she had 3 children.
So that means she has been suffering with eating for years.
Yes, she has been suffering with it for years. The kids would spend, they were telling me, kids from the time they are born up to like the age of 3, they have never worn diapers. We do bukuta. If you know what it means, they're called clothes. You get like a lasso, you cut it into like 6, you get your safety pins, and you're done. The baby soils, if it fades, you throw it away. You get another cloth and cut it. or from your own old clothes.
Wow.
So they don't care about the type of fabric. They don't care if it shrinks the skin as long as it has protected the kid. Other kids don't even wear them. So they sell themselves and keep in the same dirty place because a person cannot afford this. It's unbelievable until when you do research. Go on ground. Get the ground. That's why you get this information. Reading newspapers, watching TV cannot give you this information. Talk to these people. You will be shocked. This is a woman who told me pads. I'm like, what? Like, we don't have pads. We use vitenge, and I'm a woman. I know how important it is to get something clean, to keep yourself clean. And someone is using a lace which leaks because it has no waterproof element. That's how, that day, we made the sanitary pads. So I also come back and I'm like, pads, thank you, we are done. How do we get our sanitary pads? I was bothered. I was so bothered. And then also did the same. I had to get the textile engineers, get the actual fabrics, so engage my suppliers in China, get the fabric here, create sketches. Oh my God, you make losses. You cut the cloth, you cut the wrong angle. Cut the wrong cloth. I cut the wrong angle. I realized, of course, there were already some companies which were doing them here, but the market gap is so huge. If I could satisfy only 20%, I'm good. Many girls don't have sanitary pads. Many women are uncomfortable to talk about it, but they don't have sanitary pads in the villages. Girls are dropping out of school every single day because they know they can't go home and tell their mother, who doesn't have, and ask them for a sanitary pad. They choose getting pregnant, dropping out of school. How do you expect a girl who has lost on school time to compete with a boy who has not in class?
True.
And they don't have these products.
True.
Why are condoms free and pads are not? Because sex is a choice. But menstrual cycle is a body thing that happens. Those are some of the things that bother me so much. Menstrual poverty is a huge challenge that we have that people haven't addressed comfortably. They haven't shone so much light onto it. They're talking about educating a girl has no pads. We appreciate that. But the girls have no pads. You're giving boys free condoms. Why are you giving them free condoms? It's like in the first place you're even encouraging them. Get busy. But the girls, focus on the girls. How do we support girls stay in school, compete with the boys? And how do we fight the stigma around it as well? That's how my passion from fighting menstrual poverty shot up like that.
And menstrual poverty, by definition, is where someone cannot afford to buy these sanitary items.
You're poor. You can't afford to buy sanitary towels to keep your dignity. And every girl deserves dignity.
True.
You don't need to be denied the small right you have. You have no control of your body. And what is interesting is that I think the millennials, most of them started their periods like at an age of 16, some 18 in secondary schools. And by that time, they would have covered the reproductive, whatever.
Yes.
Lesson.
Human body, yes.
Human body. So they would have an idea. P5. Girls are bleeding right now.
In P5.
P5, P6. If any parent hasn't had that conversation with your daughters,
it's getting late.
Please have the conversation. It's getting late. Have you seen girls of P5, P6, how their bodies are built?
Yes.
And I think maybe it's because of the foods and everything that we eat that works out with the hormones. So you need to have those conversations with the girls very early. Now imagine those in the villages. Just imagine those in the villages.
True.
I was shocked to find out that some don't even have the clothes to put, the other bitenge clothes to put. They will get a hole and dig it. I want you to just imagine, do you have daughters?
Yes.
Yeah, they will get a hole and dig it and sit on it so that the blood keeps dripping into the hole. This blood has no control. You don't know if it's coming after 2 minutes or 3 minutes. You stay there. You cover with soil. When you feel it going to come, you run, create a hole, and you sit on it. And that is happening in Uganda. That's happening in Uganda. There is a clip that it was aired by NTV actually. That's when that clip was released. That's when people picked interest in menstrual poverty. A bit of interest. I feel it wasn't fully addressed. Now this girl puts sand in a kavera, in a polythene bag, creates holes. This is not even my story. You can Google it and get it if it's still showing anyway. And gets a mattress, old mattress, homofaliso, old mattress, puts around the kavera and puts it down. Gets a cloth, wraps the other sand, puts it down there. Now, this is the only girl whose story was captured. How about those other girls that their stories have never been captured? They are there. Who's their voice? So, I'm just praying and hoping that this product is actually embraced more and more so that it is able to reach everywhere, every girl. If a girl has one pack which has 3, they're able to use again, wash, and you keep training them how to keep them clean and fight the stigma around using them. Tell them it's okay to hang it under the sun than missing school, than using a dirty cloth because you don't want people to imagine that you've gotten into your cycles. There is another interesting story about menstrual poverty, and this beat my understanding. Some girls choose to be pregnant. Choose to get pregnant so that they don't have to go through bleeding for the next 9 months. How does that make sense? Make it make sense. Because as soon as the baby's out of your body, you're bleeding. Even worse, even more. So I think we need to bring more light onto this menstrual poverty challenge from all ministries, education, Ministry of Health. We need to talk about it openly. We need to create campaigns whereby we can go and meet these girls. Even those that have chosen to get pregnant, give them hope that yes, you went through this, but your life can switch up and change.
As the sun rises across Uganda, a new dawn in luxury living awakens. Solana Lifestyle in Residences is Uganda's newest, most prestigious and award-winning lifestyle destination, an address for those who dream differently. At Solana, you're close enough to the hustle of the city, but far enough to come home to a sanctuary of smart living. Join a community of like-minded individuals where everything is taken care of and safety and security comes standard, where each community has a clubhouse, play area, pool, and other incredible features. Let an oasis of calm greet you at the end of each day with manicured gardens, pathways, parks, bicycle tracks, and so much more. Whether you're upscaling or settling down, buying a first home or investing,
Solana has it all. Uganda is now open to the world.
we need to encourage, of course, some NGOs, when Trump passed his laws, most of them were challenged and they pulled out. But we need to encourage people to give it more light. Mental health is good, and I like the fact that people have shone so much light on it, but menstrual poverty is one thing that people are not comfortably talking about. How do we reach the people that need these products? Literally requesting anyone that wants to support girls to first think of how they keep themselves clean during those days, because it is getting so messy. And maybe also encourage like schools, like leaders of schools, to come and see how we can work out a partnership so that girls don't have to miss out on school because they don't have these products. Can work out on partnership and let's see how they can have the products spread out to them. Now, these are people talking about schools. How about those in refugee camps? You've left your country running in a rush, and here you are for refuge. So if there are people out there that are interested in fighting this, they can come and we work out a collaboration and we see how we can help take these products to those people that actually need them. I'm imagining a situation like people in prisons. You're arrested, some people don't even know you're arrested, or even you come from a family that cannot sustain sending you money. How do they manage the hygiene there with women? How? Those are things that actually come in my head. Of course, we've had a bit of stories, and even if you don't hear stories, these are some of the things we expect or imagine actually happen. So, how do we help keep a woman with her dignity and have these products even when they're incarcerated? How? That's one thing we need to shine so much light on.
You're talking about things, and my mind is opening. I knew about menstrual poverty, but I didn't know about it at this level. And actually, when you mentioned that previously some light had been shone on it, but it wasn't that bright, considering what I'm hearing now. The story of the lady with the sand, the one sitting on a hole, meaning the whole day you're seated here, right? And then having to rush from maybe whatever you're doing, cooking, reading your books to come and do this.
You can't compete. You lose school time.
Tell me, when HIV had just come, there was, of course, all the stigma and everything, right? But the medicine was very expensive. So what happened is a relative would go and get medicine for maybe 2 months and then come back home and share that medicine with other people. And then they would go back to the doctor and they're not improving. And the doctor is asking, what's going on? And then says, oh, I have 4 other people at home who cannot come and I have to share the medicine, right? Since this is reusable and it is lasting for 2 years and the women have different cycle periods, have you had stories, or do you see a situation where one girl can maybe get it and then start sharing it with others?
It is very possible.
Or even when they
Because
hand it, it is stolen?
When you don't have something and you get an opportunity of getting it, you don't quickly think of the consequences. You just want to have it first.
True.
The consequences will come later.
And will address.
Yeah. Because why would you choose to stay seated on a hole when you can pick someone's pad and wear it? Those are things in my head as a woman. All you want to do is keep your dignity, cover yourself. No one should know. This is embarrassing. So I know if one person has it in a family and the rest don't have, or even in the community, there are chances that they will even steal it.
Yes.
And maybe wash it and it's not to dry very fast because they're in a rush and use it again, and maybe get infections.
True.
We need to focus on how to spread this product further so that we don't have those challenges. We don't have a challenge of someone feeling that they need to take their friend's product. We need to be able to distribute it further so that everyone has their own product. Let me show you how it works for the start. Now we do even customized pouches for people who want. So, you see, this is how you lay it on a panty. Let me show you. This is a small one for when you're about to get done with your periods. But let me show you. Now, why we put this tag is that you're able to hang it somewhere for fresh air, fresh air and whatever to dry very fast. For people who are in the same community, they have to hang in different places so that they don't have to pick another person's. But because it's the same color, same skirt, same size, we're just hoping that we're able to spread them all over so that we don't have to feel the need of taking some other person's product. But yes, there are chances of people sharing,
I can imagine.
which we are against. Because you don't know if the other person has the disease, if they're healthy or not healthy. But when people are lacking, have you ever been born?
Yes. People, drastic things happen.
When people are lacking, my friend, your first focus is not the consequences. Your first focus is how to grab it and keep it to yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this one is also layered, or is it fixed?
It's layered.
Do you have something that comes out, or it is fixed like this?
It is layered. Now it has 3 fabrics. It has this waterproof. It can, which is a bit of polythene inside, a bit of it, and out it's cotton. Then you have the cotton polar, which is absorbent, and then the soft. These are certain type of a fleece, which is soft, which doesn't peak on the body. Now this one is more careful with the lab tests and this.
Tell me, you've been saying that we have to push the product out, more people to be able to know about it, etc. What challenges are you facing at this point in that process, the distribution process?
I don't think at the moment, maybe previously.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm a bit aligned than before. Previously, the challenges I had were taxation. The disposable products, just ship them in, bring them in the country, no taxes. News manufacturing, I'm using a raw material, which is fabric, which is taxed 25%, ridiculous tax, and I have to come and prove to the taxman that this fabric is not for making trousers, this fabric is not for making
anything else,
and there are 3 types of fabrics. It's for pads. And the whole process of getting to acknowledge that this is what you're using these fabrics for also takes some time. So you end up spending a lot of money in the beginning on taxation. That is one challenge that I had. Then another one, the machinery, we've kept upgrading. Like I told you, we had the other eyelet machine that my expecting girls could not use and it would take a lot of time. And that with time has changed and we got an automated one. Which challenge do we have? The fact that maybe everything comes from outside Uganda. If I knew that I would just walk there and get this packaging it would be easier. But the fact that I have to, all this packaging is done from China, and the manufacturer doesn't take orders of 1,000 pieces. No.
The minimum order is high.
5,000 is like the minimum. So you find capital intensive.
Yes,
You have to have arranged your money very well. You have to have arranged your money very well to afford this. Yeah. So it's gambling. After even putting that money, you have to push and hope that people embrace your product so that at least you recover a bit of it. Another challenge is convincing people that this product is the right product to fight this challenge of menstrual poverty and cost effective and everything. But one thing I'm grateful for is like the NSSF High Innovator Award that I won, which was one of those awards that shone light onto this issue. They're like, oh, you mean this is being done in Uganda? You know that you go through the process of pitching, they write about you in papers and social media, and then some people go to know me, go to know that this is done from here. Other people I have to walk through their offices, because sitting on your desk want to bring clients or only just posting on social media, you really have to walk through. Some I have to walk through like corporate organizations like banks, and I'm like, okay, what did you do last year with your CSR? Okay, this year if you could channel it into menstrual poverty, this is what we can do together. This is the branding I can do together. Some are like, okay, yes. Others write a proposal. Then you literally keep pushing everything. Yeah. So that's another challenge, trying to get people to embrace this product. Yeah.
How is that working out, going into those corporate buildings? I know they have gatekeepers who are a bit hard to cross through. How has your experience been?
Challenge getting to corporate. Some corporate companies are warm. They are welcome to the idea. Sometimes I think it's maybe a bad day. Someone doesn't even get to understand and listen. And like, oh, pads, pads, last time we bought pads, and they're like, oh, these are different pads. Like, how are they different? You're like, reusable. Oh, and then you realize they have not taken time to actually, they've not given you time to explain this. And other companies are warm, they are welcome to this. They're like, oh, they get to understand the concept, they get to realize it's a better solution than buying the other products on the market. So it's a journey I'm on, and there is no time for slumber. You have to keep trying. One no shouldn't be a reason to stop. The no's will be very many along the path. Actually, when someone says no to me, it ignites certain fire in me. I'm like, let me try somewhere else. Let me go to now a telecom company. Now let me go to this foundation. Now let me go to this embassy. Some embassies have embraced it. Like that. I just have to keep pushing. There's no shortcut.
What is your current, I would say, production capacity? If someone wants, what order can you service maybe in a week or?
In a week.
Or what's the biggest that you've serviced?
The biggest I've serviced where they took 5,000. Honorable Rabugumi from Rukunjiri town, he took over 5,000 packets. There's actually another order they are pressing soon. And you can imagine how many girls he was able to reach.
Yes.
Yeah, he had very many girls, and he first took a small order of like, I think 200, and the people were like, what? This is what we need. Why buy? We don't need t-shirts. Like, and then what after the t-shirts?
Yes.
And then after the cape, what happened? So he was like, we need pads. Actually, he's like, he didn't also know the need of pads in his
own constituency.
Then he came, he's like, now get me 10, get me more. So we realized we're actually running his order over and over again. As we talk, he has pressed another one.
Wow.
And of course, those are some of the people that we appreciate, first for believing in us, secondly for focusing on their people and
Yes, yes.
targeting to solve problems that people actually have, and bringing products that make sense, literally make sense.
True. And which is actually being requested for by the constituents on the ground, the beneficiary.
Yeah, I told
That
you
is
he had taken a small order. He was shocked. I told him, this I appreciate. I know.
You'll be
Get
back.
on ground. Because I've done research.
Yes, yes, yes.
I'm like, first get on ground.
Yes.
It's like, really? I'm
Yes.
like, Soko to KO. And it worked big for him. It was like, even women, they took pads to school, gave school girls. When girls went at home and showed their parents, the parents were like, the same things they gave you, we also need. So he came back and said, it's not only the school girls, even the women need them. I'm like, I told you.
Do you consider it like, do you consider it like a market or do you consider it like a need? How do you look at it? Because the way you're talking, there is a business element in it, but I think your passion is more on a need, a humanitarian aspect to it, right?
Yeah.
Would you say you're a businesswoman or you're a humanitarian or a social worker? What?
I think I can say both. Reason being, this is something I'm very passionate about.
Clearly.
Something I've experienced, and it is bringing a solution. And then on the business side, how do I sustain bringing the same product onto the market? There has to be a business aspect of it.
True.
Otherwise, there can't be any charity. You can't afford the fabrics.
True. But I'm sorry for cutting you short. But the main push for you.
Yeah. The main push is making sure the problem is being solved. That's where my main issue is. Knowing we don't have very many kids on the streets because their mothers got pregnant because they could not afford something as cheap as 10,000 a pack, and now they have a life. By the way, if you look at it in that way, it makes a lot of sense. This is 10,000 shillings a pack, and someone can't afford it. They choose to get pregnant. They can't feed the kid, they can't afford the child. The child ends up on the streets. And now we are having thugs. They are categorizing them as thugs. No one is even digging deep to find out how they got into that place. Even other people are manipulating them, making business out of it. So you find if you don't solve this problem right now, which is very small, it escalates and creates other bigger problems. So as long as this problem is sorted, in my head, I'm like, I've solved like other
future things,
future problems that are going to come.
Yes.
The girl is staying in school, she's confident, she doesn't have to worry every month, she doesn't have to use sand, she doesn't have to use lessons, and then that's it. And then this is sorted. How do we sustain this? How do we get to reach other girls? Let me make small margins of profit so that I'm able to purchase more and reach more other girls and women out there. I've even had people in Kenya contact me.
Wow.
Yes, because I wanted to first organize ourselves, but I'm going to start distributing in Kenya. I've even sent samples in Senegal. Some people don't know about the reusable products. They're used to the disposable ones. So it's baby steps, but I'm eventually going to spread my wings and I'm able to cross let's start the whole of East Africa.
When you were starting this business, or maybe during the process of doing the business, have you had anything that stood out for you and surprised you?
Oh, yes, like UIRI. I never knew as a young entrepreneur who is trying to put their foot on ground and start something and innovate something, they are not sure that it will even make sense. I never knew there could be an organization, a government entity that is dedicated to help us.
Wow.
So I even never knew there was someone called a textile engineer. So that is one thing that surprised me. in a good way.
Yes, yes.
You feel like you have support. You feel like you're not going to be in this whole battle alone. So that is one thing that surprised me. Second thing that surprised me.
As the sun rises across Uganda, a new dawn in luxury living awakens. Solana Lifestyle in Residences is Uganda's newest, most prestigious and award-winning lifestyle destination, an address for those who dream differently. At Solana, you're close enough to the hustle of the city, but far enough to come home to a sanctuary of smart living. Join a community of like-minded individuals where everything is taken care of and safety and security come standard, where each community has a clubhouse, play area, pool, and other incredible features. Let an oasis of calm greet you at the end of each day with manicured gardens, pathways, parks, bicycle tracks, and so much more. Whether you're upscaling or settling down, buying a first home or investing,
Solana has it all. Uganda is now open to the world.
Because the knowledge, I knew disposable product, sanitary pads are not taxed, so I thought it would apply. They said as well, pads are pads. Until when I got to understand that on my side, you're taxed because of the raw material you're using, being fabric, and fabric is taxed in Uganda. What else surprised me? I think the ignorance bit. Some people needed to be really educated about these products. For example, some believe that when you wear a disposable diaper, this diaper, and if a baby boy wears it, they will never give birth. And then you try to convince them that this is pure fabric. Purely fabric, no chemicals, no perfume, your boys will give birth. So there was also that bit of ignorance as some of the things that surprised me.
And yet they are putting on shorts and they are not concerned that they want to give birth when they wear shorts.
Yeah.
Yes.
But this one, it looks like an alien something. Yes, but they needed education, which was good.
What sales channels are you using? I know you mentioned you do the online, you walk into offices. What is your main sales channel?
Main sales channel, direct sales. People come to the factory, place orders, and that's it. I am definitely going into supermarkets very soon. The challenge is that I never had product enough to go to supermarkets, because when you take a product to the supermarket, yes, you're increasing on your distribution channels, but you have a product seated in the market. And yet sometimes on my side in the other factory, people are everything I'm making is they're taking everything I'm making taking.
The demand is that big, eh?
The demand is big. I've sold over millions pieces, diapers and pads, and it's just like a drop in the ocean. Because every month a girl is bleeding and the baby is being born.
True.
So as in the market is there. But yes, soon you're going to see me in supermarkets. We have a team that is working on the product that is supposed to be in supermarkets, as another team works on the product that is supposed to be exiting the factory.
You said you've sold millions. Is this from the time you started up till now, the number of pieces that you have sold?
More than that. Even more than that. I cannot keep track. Because there is no one that comes and purchases less than 500 pieces. Because the need is there. The gap is there. Everyone who comes is in thousands and thousands and thousands.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you have like a direct, like a customer care line for feedback from the field to kind of monitor how the quality is several months down the road, or the feedback to collect it? You know, if this is something that is really personal in nature, either from the babies, the ladies and stuff like that. So to be able to get the feedback that is in real time from the field, do you have something like this that gathers that?
First of all, before we get feedback from the client, there is no product that can exit the gates of UIRI when it is not inspected. It has to go through every check, every sorting, every cutting until it is presented. When you're even packaging it, the team is there to monitor. So before you even go to the client, there's this other pressure here, which is good pressure.
Yes.
Whereby the team members are there to see the finishings, the cuttings and everything before even exits the gate. If there is anything that is not proper, it does not exit the gate. Because even UIRI, being a government entity, has a brand to keep.
True.
Even I myself have a brand to keep.
Yes.
I don't want someone to take a product and the next thing I'm having horrible reviews. That's before it even gets to the public.
Yes.
Now, yes, we have an official line, which you can call anytime. It's a line usually used even for orders. And then also people get to us on social media platforms, on the DMs. Yeah.
And they give this feedback.
And they give their feedback.
Okay.
And most of the feedback is not like the bad feedback that maybe it leaked or it burnt my kid. It's more like, I recommended you to someone.
Oh, wow.
I recommended you to someone. And that feedback really encourages us to do more. You feel like, hey, you're being seen, someone is actually benefiting from something you innovated.
Have you faced like criticism or friction in some places?
Yes, I think. There is a lady that bought my diapers. I don't think she had even opened it from the polycan. She said, these are like the same from China. I said, no, this is made from Namave. The thickness of the absorbent is different. I started and I felt this was more like a personal attack. It wasn't personal. But because she made a comment about my business and my product, which I had created from scratch, I felt like you have attacked me. Maybe, and that was only one client, a lady. We didn't give you a China. I'm like, no, this is made from Uganda. This is my tag. This is my tag. This is my team. That did not stop me from manufacturing them. My new criticism is also there to
align you.
To align us not everything goes in line. That's, I think, the only criticism I ever got.
You have been mentioning UIRI and government agencies. How about UNBS, Bureau of Standards? How is it here?
UNBS is the only regulatory body that we have in Uganda that sets standards. So UNBS is a huge deal. UIRI is like the operational part under UNBS, But UNBS certification is very important because it gives confidence to the clients to know that this product was actually tested, tried, and is perfect to use. So yes, UNBS is very important body. So if you have any product on the market, before you put it out there, it has to go through the process of being checked so that it can give more confidence to the people out there and also follow the laws. Yeah.
Okay. You mentioned, I'll take you back briefly. You mentioned the story of how you started the reusable diapers. You talked about how they were the baby for the
Pads.
reusable pads, right? When you look at the future of your company, what are you looking at?
It's a good question. Future of the company, we intend to grow and increase on our product line, but keep in lines of women and children. So we intend in future to have like more products like baby jelly, baby soap, mama kits, products that any other person can afford. It's not going to be so much luxury brand. That's not my target market. My target market is the people that actually need these products. So yeah, that's how we intend to grow. Introduce more products like soap, jelly, mama kits. I have some samples that I'm putting together. It's not yet complete. And yeah.
The pads were a result of a mother asking for them. Has any other group asked for anything?
I didn't. This time I didn't have to wait to be asked anything because I didn't anticipate that someone would lack a pad. So this time I'm not waiting for anyone to ask, and I know as long as you're filling a gap, you're giving someone a solution, something quite affordable, it will go. If you talk about soap, people desire to bathe every day. But maybe someone might not afford a certain brand of soap. But if you have good soap and it's quite affordable, we go for that. So I'm not waiting for anyone to ask me. I'm stepping into the market.
And when you say a kit, I'm sorry, when you say a kit,
Mama kit.
Yes, the kit is including a diaper,
soap, pad, razor, polythene, gauze.
Okay.
All the things that.
So they buy it once and it can take care of the whole.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a kit that you can take, you can have and take it. You use it the entire time you're in the hospital. You're sorted.
Do those exist right now on the market?
Some
do,
but which are so pricey that people don't afford.
Okay.
Even in local hospitals, most of the times you go there, they're like, "Where is your mama kit?"
Oh, okay. Because
the hospitals themselves, they don't have those other small items that are in the kit. Now me, I want to create a one whereby this woman can afford at a certain price that has everything to make their whole delivery experience seamless. Another request we have had is, like I said initially, we thought we were going to deal with only babies.
Yes.
One size and adjust to fit all. But then we also noticed there are kids with special needs that are much older and grown and they need these products. So we are also looking at adjusting on our sketches to fit that market.
Okay.
And the most interesting and surprising one was the request for adult diapers. I think that is one of the surprises as well in business.
Yes.
We never knew that the adults would also lack these diapers, especially the vulnerable. Or sometimes they are reacting to the adult diapers. Adult diapers are really expensive, the shop product. So now those are made on special orders. We didn't want to cut a lot of fabric and then realize we are keeping stock.
True.
So special orders for adult diapers. Yeah.
So this is a new line, or it's going to be
a new line? Actually, talk about it. It's a new line. Only that some orders had come, specific orders, I think we had attended to only 13 because now you have to recalculate the unit cost based on the amount of fabric you're cutting, since it's now bigger than the one you used to.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that. Your baby steps.
Baby steps. I hope to come back here when we have grown big.
Of course. Of course.
Yes.
Tell me, if a parent is watching this, what do you want that parent to know or understand about this business or the entire menstrual poverty issue?
Any parent watching this, I want them to understand that it is your responsibility to start having these uncomfortable conversations with your children, with the girls, as early as 10, 11. Please start having these conversations. And this does not apply to only girls. It also cuts across to the boys as well. Talk to the boys. Let them have this knowledge. Let them be educated that it is normal for a girl to experience this on a monthly basis. They shouldn't, when boys are not educated, they'll be the ones creating bullying in school.
Yes.
The girl will sway herself and the boys are jumping and
They're
laughing
laughing.
at her, and then it creates a stigma around it, and the girl can even lose interest in coming to school. No one is going to have these conversations. At school, they will teach about reproductive system and health. They're not going to break it down to discuss bullying, to discuss the side effects of bullying, to discuss what stigma creates, to how to break down to mental health, and eventually the people ditching going to school. So it's time for parents to start having these very uncomfortable conversations. And then it's time for parents watching this, it's time to think about which products your kids are using. Are they safe? Have you done enough research on them? Or have you thought about those other people, parents? You have like house helps. Have you found out if they have pads? If they don't have pads, what are they using? Do you have that conversation with them, or you don't? So these are some of the conversations that parents who are watching this should factor in moving forward. And get to know, how do you help another person that cannot afford this? Because it can be some other person, but tomorrow it can be you. As a parent, you're no more, and maybe people can't afford the offshore products again. How do you need, as parents, you also need to educate your children, like about keeping the environment safe. And now the environment has been fighting us back. Whatever we did, we're paying back. Climate change has become a big deal. It's a parent's role to also encourage children or train children to pick up products that are safe for the environment, because eventually we shall pay back. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. What kind of support would, if someone is out there and they want to support this social enterprise part, how can they support you?
How can they support me? I think through partnerships. Buying a product from me is the support that I would need, because I would know 100% it has reached a girl. So it is one way.
It won't be diverted.
It won't be diverted, because how do you divert a pad? A pad is a pad, a diaper is a diaper. You can't switch it. So if anyone wants to support people, girls there, if it's any corporate organization, any NGO, politician, you yourself, you want to celebrate yourself and bless people, please come to us and we shall work out a way on how we can work together.
I like that. I like that. And the market is still big.
The market is still big because every month, like I said, a lady goes through her cycle and the baby is born every day. And not everyone fits in the 20% of the market that can afford the offshore products.
True.
Anyone in that percentage below, they are struggling. You can afford, but you're struggling. You're not very comfortable. And these are the products that are here right now to save you from spending a lot of money.
Wow. If if there is one thing or things top of your mind that you want to share in terms of your legacy with the audience or something, what would you say?
There is one statement that I like. What you don't change, you choose. How do I apply this? And this applies to all aspects in life. If you feel sorry about yourself, that's your choice. You have to wake up and work. If you're lamenting every day about government, that's your choice. That's what you've chosen. So, by the end of the day, it makes sense. You have to work, you have to create something that brings a solution to sustain yourself, to also help communities. So, what you don't change, you choose.
You're choosing.
Another thing that I've learned is that there is no shortcut to making it in life. You have to work. You have to begin and do something. And you will never know how it will turn out to be if you don't begin. Had I not begun the research, risking buying fabric, buying the wrong fabric, getting corrected, I would not have gone through. If I had not begun and gone through the whole process, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be having a product on the market. True. I wouldn't be contacted by organizations to do supplies if I had chosen to stay home and feel sorry for myself. And there was nothing I was going to gain. But when I started and I was able to go through the whole process and challenges and learn from challenges, make mistakes, learn from mistakes, make wrong sketches and learn to fix it, I was able to get where I am, which also exposed me to bigger platforms like the African Union. I was picked to represent Uganda under Women and Youth Financial Inclusion. I wouldn't have gotten such big platforms or being recognized if I hadn't started. True. By the end of the day, there's no shortcut to life. You have to wake up and work. And what you don't change, you choose. Yeah.
Wow, congratulations, first of all, about that. That's very impressive. And I want to, first, your story is, it pulls in many directions. It pulls in a lady businesswoman. It pulls the area in which the business is. It pulls the social aspects. It has many things that are bringing it together, right? So I truly want to wish you success in everything that you're doing. I wish you growth. I can see potential, there are many things to consider. I think you're doing a great job so far. The recognition you've received, the awards you've received, the Innovator, the African Union. Congratulations on that. And we wish you overall success in everything.
Thank you so much, and thank you for creating a platform that shines, light on entrepreneurs. I think it also gives hope to people who are wondering, how do I start? Where should I start from?
True.
And you're doing amazing. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome.